all those things, emotion, sadness, loss.
Here we go. Hey, good morning, everybody. And I'm Blanca Velasco, and I am here at Wednesday Women in Transition with Christina Tseng. And I am so excited to have another fabulous woman here with me today. And now we've just been watching each other grow, and I just said transition. That's right. And so here, go ahead, Christina, give us a little bit about, tell us, we're going to dive in right now. Tell us a little bit about who Christina is.
Oh, I'm Chinese, and I'm not real Chinese American, but I've been here since 1991 when I was a teenager, and I finally tipped that I've been in the U.S. longer than I have been in Taiwan, but I'm still very Chinese. And when I go back to Taiwan, I'm from Taiwan, and when I go back to Taiwan, I'm very American.
Oh,
so
yes.
I just feel like my whole life it's a big transition, and it's still transiting.
Yeah. So go ahead and let us know a little bit about some of those big transitions that have brought you a couple to, where you are today.
Being able to live in America is a big transition. And then after I finished school, I went into business consulting. I started my job with IBM and Accenture and just in the technology computer world. And then in the last 10 years, I took a job in Santa Barbara and then transitioned home. I became a mom, had my kids, have family to take care of, and I continue to work. That's, again, a big change.
Right. And now I know we were talking briefly. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're probably going to get there too. I just finished my life coach training with Martha Beck, and I am training to be a life coach, and that it's, another transition.
Transition, absolutely. So you talked about briefly in your business working with men primarily in the tech world, transitioning into a health coach, primarily now working 90% with women.
It's life coach, but still it's primarily women.
Right. And so we were talking a little bit right before we started about why this interest in life coaching, and what is it doing for you?
Yeah, it like the first half of my life up till I was about 35, it's work, and then there are just bugs in the programs that you need to fix, and then you talk to business and you figure out how to improve efficiency and all that. Things seem to be very concrete, but it also shielded me from a lot of turmoils in life. Like I never had to deal with setback, never had to deal with losses. And just in the last 10 years, I had to deal with a lot of job losses, and my father passed away, and just really gave me the opportunity to see people around me and to see that being an adult, it's hard. It's hard work being an adult. Yes, and I am so very grateful that the first, big part of my life I was very, very shielded. And then not until a certain age that I start seeing all those things, emotion, sadness, loss, and we don't have any tool to deal with those things, and they keep coming at us.
It is so true. I mean, we are talking about all these emotions that so many of us are not equipped or haven't been taught.
Or sometimes we don't even know that we're shielding it and hiding it, right? Like me, for sure, I go to food, I go to ice cream, I go shopping, and I'm very glad that it allowed me to see my buffering and shielding mechanism, and allow me to just slowly just deal with my stress in a more healthy way.
Absolutely. And this is a big thing of what we're doing, our culture as women. exposing ourselves and being vulnerable and being on here on these platforms to be really sharing our experiences, our passion, our wisdom, and for us to be out here saying, we women, absolutely, this is our time and age to come out, support one another.
Not just one another. I really believe the world, it's run by men, and they're not doing all that good of a job with it. And men are great, but it's time for us to really step up and heal the world.
Did you hear that? Step up and heal our world.
We actually do that every day. That's what we do for our children. That's what I've seen a lot of moms do at school. Yeah.
That's right. And we do. I mean, and that's what we're doing every day. And now we just have to get out there and expose ourselves at a bigger platform. So, okay. So now, thank you so much for this. So I know, so you're here now, you're doing your both businesses in the tech world and life coaching with mostly women. And now where do you see yourself going? But one thing I did want to ask you, you have a big trip coming up. Yes. Tell us a little bit about that.
I am going to Africa next week. I'll be there for 2 weeks.
Wow. Is that fun?
It's fun. Yeah. It's like a coaching retreat in Londolozi in South Africa. Apparently, it's a patch of land bigger than Switzerland, and this family took it over in the 70s, and then they turned it into this really luxurious safari retreat, and able to make enough money there to support the tribe people, the Shangan people in the area, and doing safaris.
Wow, isn't that exciting? Oh, you're going to have to come back and report to us.
I'd be happy to. Mm-hmm. But it's something I do want to share. I mean, I read about that place, and beginning of this year, I just made a wish. I went out of my way. I don't know how I was going to do it, but I said I want to go to Londolozi. And then a lot of things happened that allowed me to go.
Oh my gosh.
And what I learned though, at the end, I still have to work out the courage and take the plunge. And okay, so the door is open for me, but I must step through and own it. So that's why I'm going. And I'm still a little jittery about it because I had to make a lot of arrangement with work and you know the money commitment and with families. I still get about it, but it's just such a great learning experience to say, okay, it's one thing to say we want certain things and we want to take risks, and you're still gonna be afraid and worried. Go at it.
But go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it. That's life. There's risk. It's sometimes scary, but you make the decision, you put yourself out there, and now you're going for it. And it is exciting, scary. You can be excited. You can be scared. You can be, all of this all together. So before we end, I want to say thank you so much for really sharing from your heart here. But where do you see yourself going? What's the next step for Christina?
I'll find a way to touch more people in many ways. Like I still do business consulting, and business are in big transition as well. Like the internet, the technology change, it's causing a lot of disruption. And it's nothing, we cannot do anything to stop it. We can only embrace it. And there are a lot of opportunity on that end too, and they need help too.
Yeah.
So where do I see myself going? I'm more conscious about the people I touch. Really want them to grow with me, and it's a growing opportunity for me too. And I want to show up to add value. That's my guiding principle, and I believe we get plenty of opportunities to do that. If not for anything, when I wasn't coaching, wasn't consulting, I hug my children, and I know we all do that. And that's an opportunity we have to touch other lives.
We do. And do you have one more little golden nugget for that woman that's watching or that person that's watching that says, what can you just give them that inspiration? One more thing that...
Take care of yourself. Before you do anything, take care of yourself. And I know we often have to put that on hold and to take care of other things in life. Any day, every day, make sure you take care of yourself.
There you go. Everybody, I know we have a lot of people on live. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have, with that, I want to say thank you so much, Christina, for joining us and for every single one of you. And if you can please share this, because we need to, again, empower and embrace other women who are watching, who would be this such great value that has been said here. So we just want to say, hey, we got to spread the word, encourage you to share the button. And if there's another woman that you would love to see on Wednesday Women in Transition, please message me, because you never know who needs to be heard. So with that, I'm so excited. Thanks again, Christina, for joining me.
Great.
And for all of you, we'll see you next week on Wednesday Women in Transition.